you come out here and you start doing some big things, dude. You're like working close with Snoop Dogg. You're producing.
Yeah, Snoop and I came homies.
How did that happen?
Yeah, Snoop.
How do you just connect?
Yeah, so when I moved out here, I did something YouTube space, and Snoop was there, and Snoop's manager was like, "Hey, you should jump in this," and like put me on this thing with Snoop for a moment. And then me and his manager connected, and then he started representing me, his manager, and he got me and Snoop a deal at the same time for like play a video game. And my manager at the time knew I wanted to direct more, and so when I showed up to the stream to play a video game with Snoop, my manager was like, "Yo, dog, you should let Jesse direct one of your music videos and let him post on his YouTube channel. He's got a lot of followers." And Snoop was like, "For shizzle." I was like, "Oh, shit." I was like, "Yo, that shit happened quick." I mean, like, I've only done one music video, and that was the Chip Chocolate joint. So I'm just like, "Oh, this is Chip Chocolate to Snoop." I'm like, "All right, this is big." And then we like played the video game, and then they wouldn't let Snoop smoke inside the place. So he was a little frustrated. So when we were done, I was like, "Well, I need to smoke with Snoop before he leaves." I was like, "Dog, let's go smoke one in your Sprinter van and talk about this music video." He's like, "Okay." So we go in the Sprinter van and we start smoking, and I'm getting really high, and I'm like writing this music video as we're smoking. I'm like, "Yo, clowns." Remember when clowns were like a meme?
Yep.
I was like, "Yo, we should make clowns. Like America looks like a bunch of clowns right now. Cops are shooting people." This is way before Floyd, this is before Black Lives Matter, this is before all that. I'm like, cops are shooting people, and this is when Trump and Hillary were running for president. I'm like, the president candidates are kind of clowns. We can make fun of them because they're not the president yet. Da 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 da. And he's like, "All right, cool, I like it. I'll give you the song in an hour. I got one." And he gives me
A song in an hour.
I guess he had a song already.
Okay.
So he gives me his phone number. I get out the van. I didn't hear from him for like 2 days. Then at like 4 a.m. one night, I get a video text from Snoop, and he's rapping a song saying shit that I was saying in the van. He's like, "Yo, I wrote a new song based off the shit you said in the van for the video, for the music video." I was like, "Yo, I just co-wrote a song with Snoop. This is crazy.
That's awesome.
It's fucking crazy." I'm like, "All right, bet." And then like, long story short, like I started writing the treatment. This is my first video. I started producing, and I'm just like, he wanted to get brands involved to pay for it. I was like, "Nah, I was like, I'll pay for half if you pay for half, and this way we can do whatever we want." Because I was like thinking crazy shit. I was still in that dark era.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. And then Trump wins. He becomes the president faster than we could make the video.
Video out. Yeah.
We even shoot it, right? Wow. So I'm like, yo, I don't know if we could do the story still, because we were going to do the story still because we were thinking he wasn't going to win, right? We were making fun of him. But like, yo, he won. Like, he's the actual president. Like, he won. I was like, should we still do this? He's like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, okay. So like, so I started writing some crazy shit where like there's a scene where Ronald Klump is deporting all dogs, and there's a scene where he shows up to the dog's house to deport him because he's a dog, and Snoop pulls out a gun and points at his head and pulls the trigger, and a flag pops out, says bang, pranks him. Prank versus prank style. And like we shot that. I edited it, and like he's the president. I don't know what the I was thinking. Dog was just like, "Do you?" Like, okay, you can post on your YouTube channel. But so I edited it, and then again, it's finally done. It took a while, and then I didn't even like clear it with anybody. I just posted it, bang, threw it on the internet.
Dang.
I mean, we were probably up all night finishing that edit. You go to sleep. I wake up in the morning. Right-wing media is going ape shit. The video's going nuts, but in a negative light. Like, yo, this is inciting violence on the president. This is the da-da-da-da, like all this really bad shit. I was like, oh, what'd I do? I did this with my boy James, too. Shout out James. We co-wrote it together. We co-directed together. So I make sure that it's just not me, Secret Service. It was James, too.
Take him down.
No, but So yeah, like right-wing media was going crazy, and I almost thought like I got Snoop canceled. I was like, holy and like I'm like reaching out to Snoop, he's not responding. Like, did you see the video?
Oh,
his manager, and then the manager hit me up. He's like, yo, I feel sick. This is not good. Da 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 da. Everyone wants to talk to me. TMZ. I got a publicist. And my publicist is like, this is great. Like, this is what you want. You're getting, Madonna wants me to do her video because she was hating on the president at the time. And like all this shit's happening. And someone from Snoop's team is just like, hey, just like, don't talk about it. Just leave it alone.
Just let it go.
Let the art speak for itself. Because realistically, in the video, there's a lot of like really underlining shit. There's like the cop shooting people. And if you watch it, then it's like someone films it and puts it on YouTube. And then it causes the news to talk about it. And it's like, it was kind of creepy because all the shit kind of happened afterwards, like for real. Like we foreshadowed it.
You did incite all this.
We foreshadowed it for sure. I definitely have some manifestation powers, I've realized, but like we foreshadowed it, so it was like really poetic in my opinion, and we don't actually hurt the president. It was like a prank.
It was a joke.
We clickbaited him, and he clicked. But anyways, so
I think he saw the video.
Oh yeah, so the next day Trump tweets about it.
Oh, wow.
Trump goes, with Snoop Dogg's dying career and all, if he would have pointed the gun at Obama, jail time. Left-wing media goes crazy. Snoop is a hero. He's the man. This is parody. This isn't illegal. Da-da-da-da. They love it. He's hitting me up. He loves it. He's super popular.
Is that the first you heard from Snoop?
Yeah, after. Just all emojis. Fire emoji. I'm like, yes! And our plan was to hope that Trump tweets about it, because if he tweets about it, we'll win. So he did. We're like, yeah, it worked. It worked. Snoop's a hero. Everyone loves him. TMZ's going crazy. I'm like, all right, it worked. And then Secret Service hits me up and they want to speak to me and Snoop.
No way.
And I was like, oh, shit. So I'm scared again.
Yeah, of course.
And then like I'm talking to lawyers and they're like, yeah, da-da-da, inciting violence on the president's like jail time. I was like, oh, fuck. I thought I was going to jail for like a week.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
Did you imagine that feeling?
Nah.
I know. I was like, damn, what did we do? Anyways, so we sat down with Secret Service. They just told us that like, it's just their duty to follow up on anything. And what we did wasn't illegal and it was parody. And like, obviously we didn't shoot them.
She told me that a week ago.
Yeah. And then they closed the book on it. And then,
You had your 2 suitcases packed.
Yeah. And then Snoop in the suitcase was like, I'm like, Snoop, you're the fucking man. Like, he's like, yeah, it was 2 part 2. I'm like, all right, no presidents. Even though it was my idea. But yeah, that was crazy. But then I've done like 4 more for Snoop.
Yeah,
so.
you can, like everything you've done, you're editing those.
It will, so it's a whole production. So
Yeah.
I'm like doing the whole thing as far as like producing, directing, but then I'll hire like an editor, but I'll sit there with the editor and he's like tinkering and then I'll come in, I'll like change that, move that.
I think it's cool because you've definitely liked the more cinematic, like you're saying, like movies. And
Yeah.
so it's like you get to actually do what you're good at. You know, producing that eye candy.
But then I have somebody like a Snoop to back it. Then it's
That's
like, all right, people
crazy.
are going to see it. So I always try to take it to a next level, like the music videos, and put some sort of story. But I always am pushing the limit and making it a little bit controversial.
But you got to
But you have
nowadays.
to.
You have
and
to,
it works
bro.
every time. That's why I think he keeps hiring me.
Yeah, you know how to step over the line without actually fully stepping. That's where you got to be now.
I was dancing on it with that first one. Then the second one, like he goes in a time machine and travels back in time and frees slaves.
I didn't see this one.
And then it's called I See Your Bullshit. Like in the very first scene, it says Christopher Columbus discovered America and he like bust through a chalkboard. And then like 3 months later, they're ripping down Christopher Columbus statues from Black Lives Matter. I was like, oh shit, we called that.
What'd you do?
I don't know. So I was like,
Dang.
all right, well, now I'm just trying to manifest bags of money, and I hadn't seen that yet. So
Just make a video, just money falling, bro.